Hello there, you're most welcome. So today I'm going to be preparing fish. It's a Nile perch, smoked fish in particular. And as you can see, I already broke them into pieces. I washed them first. It's actually one whole piece. So I first washed it and then I broke it into pieces. Depending on how you normally prepare it. For me, I normally first remove some bones. There are those bones which I normally first remove. Yeah, so then there I'm done. As you can see on the side there, I've prepared my onions and tomatoes. Well, today we're preparing pested fish. Pested, I mean with gnut paste. So right there, I'm dropping in my onions. I normally like to put in some onions and tomatoes. Some people prefer to just boil it like that with salt and then the paste, but I just like to give it some extra. So normally I'll just put in one tomato there and an onion. Yeah, then you pour water according to the level that you would want the amount of soup to be. Well, in this case, what I learned about EPCs is when you put too much water, because it's designed in a way that it cooks the meal inside, but the water most times remains the same, unless the kind of meal that you're preparing sucks in water. But most times, don't put in too much water. Yeah, so I go in there. I've already dropped in my salt, and then yeah, just to see how it appears. So then I'm going to cover it. Don't always forget that pointer right there has to face the seal. Why? We don't want the excess pressure to be released from out there. Then after that, you cover it, because if you don't put the pointer to the sealer, most times when it is starting to cook, it releases, and it's not supposed to release, and it's not supposed to make any sound when it is cooking. So remember that when you're cooking on an EPC, it's not supposed to produce any sound. It's supposed to cook silently. So here it is ready, as you can see. No, sorry, it's not yet ready. So I'm just setting the timer. Normally fish, I would put it around 45 minutes. You know, fish cooks fast. And the smoked fish, normally it's kind of ready. Yeah, so here it is ready. So when I'm opening, you first remove take the pointer, the valve, point it to the exhaust so that the excess pressure is released, or you can just leave it at the seal and let it come down on itself, but that will take a longer time if you want to prepare your meal immediately and have your lunch or dinner immediately. So just you can remove the pressure by yourself. So then the excess pressure is out, and then when you're opening, just be as careful as you're seeing me right there. So the fish is ready, as you can see right there. Normally what I would like to do is, so now we're going to paste it. So you will adjust the time. Remember, this is the manual type. The Solar Geo, it's a manual type. So make sure you adjust again the time, depending on, now that I'm used, I know in 30 minutes approximately, it will be ready by the time I paste it and things of that nature. So that's my gnut paste. So I measured according to the amount of what we normally put. So you can either choose to use the same water from the fish. If your soup is completely done, or you're seeing it is very, very less, you can use boil some hot water and then you mix it with the paste and then you pour. But if the water you poured in the fish is the right amount, just use the same very water to mix the paste. Of course, you don't want to pour the paste direct, because if you pour it direct, that means you'll have to mix it, and the fish will break, and you don't want that. So personally, I normally first mix my paste with the water or with the soup fish, depending on what I want to paste, either meat or fish. I will first mix it separately to, even the paste in the water, to make it lighter, and so that it can easily mix in the fish. So you continue, mixing it until you see the right solution. until it is lighter to the point that you want, because at this point it is still thick. I can't put it in the fish. That will mean I'll have to mix it and my fish will break into pieces, and I wouldn't want that. Yeah, so I'm going to go on mixing. As you can see there, that is just about it. So now when I pour that, it will easily mix with the fish and the soup that is already in the fish. And so that is right it. So after that, you just pour it gently around, you spread it evenly in the fish. And you don't have to mix again, but you can just do it. You don't have to mix to start the fish. But if you want, you can still do it, but you just do it gently. Remember, we don't want the fish to break or to mash itself. Yeah, so just dip the mingling stick in slowly, you know, just like the way I'm doing, gently. Because after this process, you don't have to cover it now. You just leave it to boil because it's just going to cook for a short time. So after this process here of mixing the paste into the fish, I'm just going to let it now cook when it is open, not in the pressure. So I'll not put the lid right now. So I'm just going to leave it to boil like that, so that the gnut paste may cook and thicken, and you know, just let it cook for a short time. Because again, I realize when you overcook the pasted meals, when it overboils, it's not again delicious. So I'm just going to let it cook like that while it is open for just a few minutes, maybe 15 or 10 minutes, and so it is ready. Yummy, 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 delicious. So please don't forget to subscribe. As you can see, this is how my sauce look like.